there are two planes. There is consciousness, and then there is the material world. Now, when we deal with consciousness, the mind, noni, is all. This is what interacts with the etheric realm once we understand it. But it's like everything, isn't it? Yeah. Like, I come into this room, you've got a gang patch on your jumper, he's got a gang patch, he's got a gang patch. Mr. Green has come in, he doesn't know a damn thing, and he starts talking and he's telling you he's got £1,000 in his pocket. But he didn't understand that that symbol actually means something. Now, the symbol has no power, but the man wearing the symbol has power. Yeah. This is the etheric realm. So we might feel, say, we set a candle or we set a thing. No, that's just to get you in the vibe to access the thing. The mind is the translator between the etheric, seeing it, and the material. In the material, we must take action to get closer to what we envisage. And the thing, we hear the saying, the creator say, you take one step to me, I take two to you. That's what starts happening. That's called being in flow. And when we're in flow, it means that the universe is going to get out of the way for us to access what we want. And there's actually a formula for that. Yeah. So that formula is intention, which is why I say know thyself, times our desire, times a high emotional frequency. Now, do you know the hardest part of that puzzle is to have a good emotional balance at all times.
Yeah.
Emotional intelligence. But that means if somebody's negative and wants to draw down that frequency, we've got to drop them out. And we might drop them out, like I said, for your hour, for your day, for your week. But we've got to drop them out to maintain the high emotional frequency to get an inevitable outcome. Because that's how we accomplish anything. And sometimes the mission is so big, we have to be mercenary with this thing. Mercenary. This is what we are. The water in there is consciousness. This is the body. You know, when this reconnects with the greater consciousness, you know we have no more use of the bottle, right? Goes in the recycling. All water at some point will rejoin the ocean, which is the greater consciousness. Everything that pollutes the ocean is going to pollute the water in this bottle. Everything in this bottle is going to pollute the water in the ocean. Now we can access what is in the ocean if we understand. Take the lid off, this evaporates, it's going to join the greater consciousness. Now what lies between us and the etheric realm is the virtual lid. You see, but first you would have to understand the virtual lid was there in order for this to evaporate, to be able to join the greater consciousness. So the first component is understanding the esoteric knowledge, and you dip into the occult, which we are trained is evil, because we connect directly with source, our soul, not the devil, which means that the information we're getting in our internal narrative doesn't require external validation. It's a big problem, because the narrative of the mainstream is giving us our value. So now I don't work for anybody. Do you know why? My internal monologue says you are invaluable. Now, if I didn't have my internal monologue, I might be worth £10 an hour. I might be worth £12 an hour. I might be worth £15 an hour. But whatever I was worth an hour, I wouldn't be happy with it, would I? That's why we all look forward to Friday night, so we can